Hello, and today we're going to make a mini jute bag. If your child is like my niece, she would love your bag that much that she'll want her own. Today I'm going to recreate my version of the Minnie Mouse bag, jute bag, with her own version, with the mini one. She's only 2, so I've gone for a smaller bag. But if your child is older, then you can go for the older bag. Again, I've cut the fabric, the main fabric, for the back and the front to this just about the size of the bag. It's slightly over so you can turn the seams, and you'll need this for the front and back. Again, because I'm going for Minnie Mouse, I've gone for Disney fabric. You'll also need a smaller size of pink polka dots if you're going for Minnie Mouse, and a smaller bit so you can tuck around the bow. Then again, you'll need what you needed for the jute bag. I'll leave the link for the video below if you want to make a simple bag. I will leave the link in the description box below. You'll also need bookbinding glue, gel glue, a pencil, a dabber, some sequins, scissors and fabric glue if you're going to use the sequins. It's optional obviously. So first of all, you'll take your backing fabric and create the seams again using the bookbinding glue. And then just neatly down the edge dab the glue along. You don't need much because bookbinding glue is stronger than normal PVA. And then fold it over. And do this with all sides. This will then go on your front of your bag with your book binding gel glue. Just take your syringe if you've got the syringe, if not you can just use it out of the tube, but you don't need much of this at all. And glue around the edges. Glue this on the hem, the seams that you've just done, but in from the edge of it. Again, you don't need much of this. Each time you've used it, make sure you squeeze a little bit out and put the lid back on, and it just protects the glue and gives it a coating ready to use next time. And then make sure the characters on the fabric are the right way up and place this on your bag. And again, move to the place you need. It doesn't stick straight away. So it is a movable gel glue, but it basically makes it waterproof. Right, so copy this stage and do this for the back. So bookbinding glue first, and then for all the seams, and then the gel glue for the sticking it to the bag. Now choose which side you want to be the front and which side you want to be the back, because you'll only put your face on one side of the bag. So I'm going to choose this as the front, and then with my pencil I'm going to draw a Minnie Mouse face. I'm going to copy my bag, but if you haven't got a bag to copy, Google an image and you'll be able to copy a template off of there. Again, with pencil it doesn't matter because you will be sequin over in it, so it doesn't actually matter how it is. But remember, this is a smaller bag, so it will be smaller than the one you've done on yours. Now the shape is drawn on your bag, take your sequin. So I have black, white, peach and pink to create the face. Leave your pencil because you'll need to draw in the nose and the eyes, which I haven't done. If you aren't as confident doing it, then draw it all on, place some sequins on, and then take them back off again to see where they'll be. For this I'm going to use fabric glue, and you can just stick them on. I'm going to start with the black for her ears. I'll use my Dabo. This has got binding glue on it, but it doesn't matter. And you'll need more of this glue because you want the sequins to stick and make sure they're stuck. I do overlap a few. Once you've finished the sequins, make sure you wash your hands before starting the bow. Once you've washed your hands and the sequins are all placed on, take your material that you're going to use for the bow, so the spotty fabric, and basically you'd need to measure it on how big you want it on your bag. Obviously this is quite big and I'm only going to use a small one, so just scrunch it closer. Remember you're going to need to take a seam, so allow a little bit more, but that will be perfect. It's then up to you if you use this bit or if you want to just cut another bit off this, which I'm going to do because it's going to be the right size. Otherwise you'll just need to cut your other bit to size. So once your sides are all done on your main bit of the bow, just check that it will look right and you scrunch it up. Obviously you will tie it in the middle, but it will just go right on her face, which is perfect for my case. Then with this, you'll need to basically fold both sides in, so glue down the middle with your bookbinding glue down the middle of your fabric. Like so. And fold each side in. Then if there's a little excess bits like here, we've got a little frame bit, just cut it off because this is going to be too long anyway. So get your bow and scrunch it how you want it, so make sure that is in the middle, that you scrunch it so it's equal on both sides. And then with this, you just fold it round the middle, fold it in and around. And when you get it to the front and you've got enough each side, you can cut it, but just make sure that the bow's sides are equal and flat. So this, I've got probably enough to do two, so I'm going to just cut that bit and keep that for if I do another one. And then just get your bookbinding glue and dab it on the back and keep it tight and wrap it round. And then you might need to hold it there for a while, just a minute or two, just so it stays stuck. And there we go. For this I'm going to use the gel to stick it on for the sides, but with the bookbinding glue in the middle again. And I'm going to put a little bit more on than I have before, and then stick it in place and hold it there again for a few seconds. And then with your gel and a syringe, you just lift up the edges of your bow and dab a little bit on and stick it down. And check it doesn't overlap your eye. And hold it down. Do this for all 4 corners. And hold it down. Once it's dry, you'll then have your bag and your bag for your child, matching bags, and they will equally be happy with you. The smaller one than the bigger one, which is yours. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. I will leave the links in the description box below for last week's video if you missed it. Thank you, bye.